Now, customers are seeing dramatic changes, and we asked for their bills to show the commissioners are also feeling the pinch.
But that's hard to show because after 14 days notice, a majority who voted for the changes declined to comment or show their bills, and some sent them after business hours.
We're going to bring in our CBS 4 lead investigator, Derek Garcia. Derek, what'd you find out?
Yeah, hey, Chris and Sydney, we gave them plenty of opportunity to sit down with them, as the email showed. Instead, some went on Facebook and suggested our investigation was to be malicious. But some city leaders had no issue sending their bills and even spoke with us at a city workshop to keep your bills from piling up.
I understand that the prices of things go up, but we are in crisis mode.
A week after our 4 Investigates report on the spikes Brownsville public utility bills customers are seeing, commissioners and BPUB came together to figure out a formula to fix this financial fiasco.
I understand that the price of natural gas has gone up.
This summer, BPUB customers were shocked to see their utility bills skyrocket, some forced to pay nearly $1,000 each month for services.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. It may not be now immediate, but it is later.
At the end of the meeting, some suggestions were turned down. Some are expected to be revisited, like adding bill assistance and payment plans to your bill. District 2 Commissioner Jessica Tetro Khalifa, who voted in favor of the bill changes and Resaca fees, suggested suspending the $4.50 Resaca fee, at least for now, to give customers a bit of a break.
But is there any way that we can rescind the Resaca fee off of every single bill in Brownsville while we are in this situation?
But BPUB General Manager and CEO John Brusiak explained her suggestion would not be possible because it would jeopardize the federal funds the city is receiving to help pay for the project.
We do have commitments with the Corps for projects. You know, again, that Resaca fees every year are to cover our share of any grant funding.
The meeting of the minds agreed to meet sooner than later with solutions. The out-in-the-air meeting was also an opportunity some commissioners took. They took the time to chat with us about their own bills, like Mayor Trey Mendez, who posted 1 month of his bills on Facebook.
So I just want the public to understand that I'm not getting any sort of breaks. I understand the consequences. I'm right there with them.
So you did receive the email?
I did. I did. I was personally traveling, so I couldn't respond right away. But yeah, I did share mine, and I don't have any issue sharing any others.
Yeah. As of this report, we have not received them.
Now what do we do for our constituents?
Commissioner Roy De Los Santos voted against the rate increase in May, and he was also the first and only commissioner to send all his bills and to do an interview with the 4 Investigates team.
What's the good of owning your own utility if you don't see a benefit from it? Right. And it shouldn't just be about money coming into general fund. And I think what we saw, especially during the winter storm, we heard about people getting $10,000 and $20,000 and $30,000 electric bills because of the spikes in demand and the price of natural gas being pegged to the highest it had ever been. Right. And PUB did not pass that along to our customers. So I think that right there was a great example of what the benefit is of owning our own utility. Now we're in another crisis with rising natural gas prices, and so coming back to that is now what do we do for our constituents?
Commissioner John Cowan Jr. did send over his bills, but he is not a BPUB electric customer. Commissioner Pedro Cardenas did send us a spreadsheet that says his bills did double, but it wasn't an actual copy of his utility bill as we requested. A city spokesperson did confirm that Commissioners Golonsky, Tetro, and Gowan did receive our request, but declined to show viewers like you their bills. The spokesperson also said some of the commissioners were out of town and another had a root canal. Now, there are bill assistance programs with BPUB. Here's their website. We'll also have a link to it in our 4 Investigates report up on valleycentral.com.
Yeah, it certainly seems like a missed opportunity to share with the community. Derek, thank you.
Well, if you'd like CBS 4 Investigates to work for you, you can send us an email at investigates@kveo.com.